Continental Ferry Port. Looks loaded right down to the waterline. 87. Now by that time, nothing more than advances in technology. The Navy decided can all be sold on and redeveloped. They sell it to Mowbray Outlet. They build Spinnaker Tower. Look up underneath the tower. Go in again. Everything you want to look at passes down that right-hand side. Back in the days when Britain had 3 separate fleets, the red, the white, they had a football team. Now over the years it becomes west hand side. For the first half it's all going to come passing down that side. That's owned and operated by the Royal Navy. The red bricked building here with the stone tower is called Semaphore Tower, home to Portsmouth VTS, the Vessel Traffic Service. They have destroyer number 37. D-37 is Duncan, named after Admiral Duncan, who defeated that big box behind the cannon is a missile silo, holding up to 48 Aster missiles. Pillboxes, radar-guided Gatling guns for shooting down incoming missile or drone. On the back of the destroyer, you can land even the big double-bladed Chinook helicopters, reaching speeds of 30 knots. Coming up to HMS Prince of Wales, second of the 2 QEC, the Queen Elizabeth class carriers. 284 metres long, 39 metres wide at the waterline, 73 metres wide upon the top. Carried are the F-35B Lightning II multi-role fighter. The rest, every type of helicopter the military has. For about an hour or so, then it will spend 5 hours going back out to sea. Back then, we had at our disposal thousands of prisoners of war. All of the water we're going to drive through from here forward, back then had been dug out by hand. It took years. Three more in various stages now. And of course, they always end by painting the whole ship. Fountain Lake Corner. And sat on Fountain Lake Corner today, HMS Stirling Castle. Don't interfere with our telecommunications systems. It's a very, very important job. Now looking all the way across the right there, you can see the big grey hangars or sheds that say HM Naval Base Portsmouth. Now this is BAE Systems. We don't build ships here anymore, but we have the contract for all the upgrades and the maintenance. Just coming up to Patrol Vessel 224, Warship Trent, a Batch 2 River-class patrol vessel. Now she's normally over in Barbados, where she helps hunt down the drug runners. She's back or not. Sometimes they give you a wave. Just checking the crew. There you go. You always get a wave off the guard. And there's some of the crew stepping off the ship as well. There's the 30-acre lagoon of water. All of that was dug out by hand by the prisoners. There's HMS Diamond over there. She's been here about 18 months. So she's about halfway through. She's had her new engines and her new generators, and you can see they've removed all of the missile tracking systems have been taken off. While you were there, you could collect all your food, water and ammunition. Now, they weren't big enough to look after the aircraft carriers. The carriers are looked after by years, but now they've been sold finally. A Canadian company has bought both of them. They're going to tow them back to Canada, refit. Now, just in front of me here, you can see Stena Vinga. And as I come round to port, you can see the Islander. Now, these two ships look after Jersey. Now, there's two other little ships that look after Guernsey. Now, we got two of the Brittany ferries in the port. Well, three if you include Islander, but the bigger Armorique, which is a stand-in vessel for Saint Malo. And on the other side, we have the Guillaume de Normandy, which has just come across on a 6-hour crossing from Caen or Port Ouistreham. And look at the top deck, look, see, there goes the load and unload the ferry. They don't like to be here very long, an hour and a half. That's all it takes. The oldest of all the Royal Navy shore establishments, built over there on Whale Island. Yes, all of that. As we pass the black and yellow post, if you look straight back across the other side of the harbour, you can see Portchester Castle on the shoreline there. It was a Roman fort originally. Repair it, add on to it, build all the buildings inside it, and it becomes Portchester Castle. Frigates over there, grey warships. The first one, the North Time. Over here they dumped the bodies of prisoners who died digging out the harbour. First rate ship, so one of the best fighting ships available. Every time you wanted to build one, there's been a boat builder of one type or another here for close to 200 years. The build cost back then was 6 to 8 million. The lottery people said we'll pay for that. Possibly, yes, dropped onto shallow shoals on the seabed. They've each got their own fresh years later. They press gang hundreds of men and boys into the Navy from here. And a lot of these guys never get to come back. It was a brutal way of life. I really hope you've enjoyed our harbour tour. If you did and are that way inclined, they do have a little thank you tin. Please be very careful stepping off.
Yeah, we'll probably go to the end. We'll take a nice picture of the boat. And then we'll go shopping.